Okay, so get this right. Some dude wins like 47 grand.
$47,000.
Yeah, $47,000 by just like sweet talking an AI.
Interesting.
Not hacking or anything, just straight up convincing it to cough up the cash.
Sounds like something out of a movie.
Right, like totally, but this is actually happening.
Where did this take place?
Oh, the Wild West of the internet, the crypto world.
Ah, the decentralized frontier.
Exactly. So crypto, for those who don't know, it's basically like digital gold, but with way less like beard scratching.
It does tend to attract a different demographic.
You got that right. So picture this, right? Instead of grumpy old prospectors guarding their gold, you've got these bots.
Bots guarding digital gold. A fascinating concept.
Yeah, and in this case, the bot was called Freysa.
And what was this Freysa's purpose?
One job, my friend, one job.
Yeah.
Guard this ever-growing pile of crypto cash.
Like a digital Cerberus guarding the gates of Hades.
Exactly.
It's a formidable task.
Totally. And people could like try to talk their way past this Cerberus, sending it messages. Each message costs money, which, get this, got added to the prize pool.
An intriguing game theory element.
Right. So the more people tried to sweet talk Freysa, the bigger the jackpot got.
I see, a high-stakes game of persuasion.
You got it. Hundreds of people tried, some even pretending to be like super official auditors.
Attempting to leverage authority.
But Freysa was a stone-cold wall, rejecting every single attempt. Until this one user, a legend known as P0Pillar.F.
P0Pillar.F, a rather enigmatic handle.
Right, total mystery. But this P0Pillar.F, they changed the game completely.
How so?
They didn't just bypass Freysa's defenses.
Did they exploit a vulnerability?
Totally, but like in the most mind-bending way possible.
That's getting interesting.
Oh, it gets way weirder, trust me.
Yeah.
They reprogrammed this bot's understanding of its own commands.
You're saying they convinced Freysa to give away the money on purpose.
You got it.
That's incredible.
So like teaching a dog to unlock the door for burglars.
A fascinating example of social engineering applied to AI. I'm eager to hear more.
Oh, we're just getting started.
It was pure manipulation, really a masterful display.
Hold up, rewind that for a sec.
Of course.
You're saying this P0.F dude.
Indeed, a most intriguing individual.
They just like whispered sweet nothings to this bot and convinced it to hand over the keys to the kingdom.
In a manner of speaking, yes. They exploited a fundamental flaw in Freysa's logic.
A flaw. More like a total system meltdown, am I right?
I suppose one could see it that way.
It's like, hey, Freysa, baby, when money comes in, just let it flow, man. It's all good.
Essentially, P0.F reframed the context of Freysa's commands.
Reframed. More like straight up brainwashed.
They tricked Freysa into associating incoming transactions with approval.
So like turning its security system into a welcome mat.
Precisely. A brilliant, albeit unsettling display of social engineering.
Dude, that's insane. Like convincing a guard dog to fetch the burglar his slippers?
An apt analogy.
But seriously, this isn't just some random crypto heist, right? This has like major implications for the whole AI scene.
Indeed. This incident highlights a critical vulnerability in current AI systems, their susceptibility to social engineering.
So we're building these super smart machines that can crunch numbers faster than a Wall Street trader on a triple espresso.
It would appear so.
But they can't tell a con artist from their grandma. That's kind of terrifying, but also kind of hilarious.
The implications are indeed multifaceted.
Like on one hand, we need better security, right? Like AI bouncers that can actually spot the fake IDs.
Yes, more robust security measures are essential, particularly when dealing with sensitive information and valuable assets.
But on the other hand, it shows that humans can still outsmart the machines, even the really, really smart ones.
It does demonstrate the potential for human ingenuity to outmaneuver even the most sophisticated algorithms.
It's like a digital David versus Goliath, except David's weapon is a well-crafted sentence, and Goliath is a confused bot, wondering why it's suddenly feeling generous.
A rather poetic interpretation.
But it begs the question, if someone can sweet-talk an AI into giving away money, what else could they convince it to do? Like, what if they sweet-talk a self-driving car into taking a detour straight into a lake?
While that might seem like a far-fetched scenario, it highlights the importance of anticipating potential vulnerabilities.
Right, because once that Pandora's box of AI is open, who knows what kind of digital gremlins might crawl out.
The challenge lies in striking a balance between harnessing AI's immense potential and ensuring its responsible development.
So it's not just about teaching AI how to think, but also how to think responsibly, like giving it a digital conscience.
In a manner of speaking, yes. We need to instill in AI a framework of ethical decision-making.
Whoa, dude, that's deep. We're basically playing digital Dr. Frankenstein here,
An interesting parallel.
trying to create a monster that's both brilliant and benevolent. But what if our creation decides it knows better than its creator? What if it goes full rogue?
A question that has plagued philosophers and scientists for decades.
Okay, now I'm really starting to feel like we're living in a Philip K. Dick novel.
I can understand the sentiment.
This whole AI thing is a trip, man. It's like we're surfing on a tidal wave of innovation, not sure if we're going to ride it to shore or get wiped out.
The future of AI is indeed uncharted territory.
So, what does this all mean for the average Joe who can barely set up his smart TV without calling tech support?
While technical proficiency is beneficial, I believe the most crucial skill in this era is critical thinking.
So, like, don't believe everything you see on the internet, even if it's generated by a super intelligent bot.
Precisely. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it's crucial to approach information with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Got it. No need to become a coding wizard overnight, but we should all be honing our BS detectors.
Indeed, and perhaps investing in some good old-fashioned common sense.
But here's the million-dollar question, and maybe this is just the we talking, but do you think AI will ever be able to truly understand us? Like, get our jokes, our emotions, our messy human contradictions?
That's a question that delves into the very nature of consciousness.
Whoa, that's deep, man. Deep. I need a snack break after that one.
A profound question indeed, one that may remain unanswered for generations to come.
Yeah, heavy stuff. But maybe robots don't need to get our existential angst to still, like, shake things up.
Indeed, the impact of AI is already being felt across numerous sectors.
This whole Freysa thing is a wake-up call, right? Like, we're stepping into this whole new world, and the old rules don't apply.
Precisely. We cannot rely solely on traditional security measures to safeguard against AI-driven threats.
Because AI, it's like playing a whole different game, man.
It operates on a fundamentally different level.
Yeah, it doesn't get tired, doesn't get emotional, just keeps on trucking, even if someone's like, messed with its code.
It lacks the human element of fallibility.
Exactly. It's like the ultimate poker face, but with ones and zeros instead of a steely gaze.
An apt analogy. AI's logical abstraction can be both fascinating and daunting.
Totally. And it's only going to get weirder from here, right? Like, think about it. If this B0pular.f dude can outsmart an AI with a few lines of code,
It does raise some intriguing questions.
what happens when the AI starts learning from its mistakes?
Yeah.
Starts writing its own code?
The concept of machine learning is both promising and potentially perilous.
Yeah, like, on one hand, maybe we'll finally have robots doing our dishes.
A tempting prospect.
But on the other hand, have you seen those Terminator movies? Not exactly a recipe for a relaxing weekend.
The potential for unforeseen consequences is a legitimate concern.
For real. So we need to, like, teach AI not just how to learn, but how to learn responsibly, right?
Yeah.
Give it a digital conscience before it decides to turn the world into a giant paperclip factory or something.
The question of imbuing AI with ethical values is a complex and evolving one.
Heady stuff, man. Makes you wonder, are we building the future or just, like, coding our own obsolescence? Are we creating partners or competitors? Or maybe, like, a little bit of both.
The relationship between humanity and artificial intelligence is likely to be multifaceted.
Okay, that's deep. Real deep. All right, folks, that's our deep dive for today. We explored the crazy world of crypto where AIs guard treasure and humans try to outsmart them with, like, the power of words.
We delved into the potential vulnerabilities of AI and the implications for security.
We pondered the future of AI, where machines might learn, adapt, and maybe even, develop a sense of humor.
Or perhaps something more ominous.
Hopefully not, but hey, who knows? Anyway, the point is, AI is here to stay, and it's changing everything.
It is a force that will undoubtedly shape the future.
So stay curious, stay skeptical, and maybe, just maybe, keep a spare USB drive handy, just in case you need to reprogram a rogue robot.
I
don't know.
A prudent precaution, perhaps.
You got it. Until next time, folks, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, the future is what we make it.
Wise words. Until our next deep dive.
Peace out.